Herschel damn Walker doesn't know what position he's actually running for. He tells people he's running for the House. No, sir, you're running for the US Senate. Also, another woman comes out against him in striking detail about his abuse. Okay, let's go to the first video. Here it is.
Cheryl Parsa first told her story to the Daily Beast last week, alleging the former football star physically attacked her in 2005.
He told me, "You want to see a man? I'll show you a man." And he was pressing his forehead against mine. My head was against the wall. He was speaking with such force that his saliva was all over my face. And he had his hand on my throat and my chest. And then he leaned back to throw a punch. And luckily I was able to avoid that. And the punch landed on the wall instead of me. I never thought that I would be in this situation today. Who would have ever thought he would be running for Senate? And I would feel this compelled to come forward. But it was the women. It was for me, because I'd lived in silence for so long, carrying the shame of what I allowed.
It's a damn shame. This man is the Republican nominee for the United States Senate. The election is tomorrow. He's in a runoff and he could win. He is within the margin of error. With all aggregate polling data, he is within the margin of error of defeating Senator Raphael Warnock. All right, President Obama came to the state of Georgia to stomp for Senator Warnock, and he has some things to say about Herschel Walker. Here it is.
Now, if you had forgotten what I said the last time, it's okay, because you just have to wait a minute. He reminds you every time he opens his mouth. I mean, every day. Every day he comes up with something. Every day. Since the last time I was here, Mr. Walker has been talking about issues that are of great importance to the people of Georgia. Like whether it's better to be a vampire or a werewolf. This is a debate that I must confess I once had myself. When I was 7. Then I grew up. In case you're wondering, by the way, Mr. Walker decided he wanted to be a werewolf. Which is great. As far as I'm concerned, he can be anything he wants to be, except for a United States Senator.
That was in the state of Georgia. President Obama was in rare loose form. All right, I thought he was about to say, I wish a Karen would. All right. Now, Herschel Walker had this to say about his own candidacy. He says, and I quote, "They're not less motivated because they know right now that the House will be even. So they don't want to understand what is happening right now," Walker told Politico. You get the House, you get the committees, you get all the committees even. They just stall things within there. So if we keep a check on Joe Biden, we just going to keep a check on him. Listen, y'all, I did not embellish anything in what I just said to you. That was his exact damn quote. Number one, the man thinks he's running for the House of Representatives, number one. Number two, if you remember, he did an interview where he was talking about Congressman John Lewis, the late Congressman John Lewis. And he called him Senator John Lewis. So he thinks John Lewis wasn't in the House, but in the Senate. And he believes that he's running for the House and not the Senate. And then it gets even deeper. Even if Walker won, it doesn't create an even split in the US Senate. So he doesn't know what he's running for. He doesn't understand math. He obviously doesn't understand politics. But why is this so damn infuriating? Because Republicans hoped that black folk in Georgia would fall for this. They knew white Republicans, especially the bigoted ones, would vote for a Herschel Walker. They knew that. As long as they validated Herschel, they will vote for Herschel because Herschel is a yes man. But the other part of their plan, so diabolical, was to make black people, this is what they wanted to do. I don't think it would be successful, but they wanted this. They wanted to make black people feel as if Herschel Walker was one of them, that he was connected to their struggle or culture, whatever it may be. This was not about having a substantive leader represent the interest of Georgia. Max, thoughts here?
I'll tell you, when Herschel Walker starts a sentence, Lord knows where it's gonna end. I don't even think he has any idea. There's this tendency to sort of look at him as this dopey idiot, which he is, but we're also seeing in a lot of these allegations, a long train of serious allegations of violence, abuse, harassment, the way he treats his own family as abusive and absentee and cruel. Georgia really has an opportunity tomorrow to make a statement about its values and what kind of state it wants to be. And I really hope that they'll bring Raphael Warnock back to the Senate and be done with this entire Herschel Walker nightmare.
Yeah, Senator Warnock, good man. I've been friends with him for many years, well before he even considered running for the US Senate. He's a great pastor at Ebenezer, been to his church many times. I've spoken at his church. And this is quite unbelievable to him too, believe it or not, but it is what it is. So Georgia, make sure you do what you gotta do, vote.